Hello everybody, welcome to Dackman Productions and welcome to Conahey Rail, the O-gauge high rail layout during the Conrail years. So, this is going to be a much shorter video, so I've got some exciting news. I know there's been viewers who have been asking me to do a whole blown out layout story for the magazines. Even currently now, I don't know if I had that kind of time, but however, I was approached by O-Gauge Railroading magazine to write an article, which is out in this December 2023, January 2024, run number 333 issue. So, Alan over there wanted me to write a story, something on my layout that would attract readers or be something different. Coming up with a different subject was pretty hard because a lot of things were covered or have been covered on other layouts, different stories and features and stuff. So, I decided to do something that is familiar to me as a diesel truck mechanic. So as a diesel truck mechanic, I hold a CDLA license, which means I can drive them. I have driven trucks. So I'm familiar with signs that maybe people in cars wouldn't pay attention to, but us truck drivers and those who operate trucks should pay attention to those signs, because if you don't, something bad will happen. One example are bridge height signs. How many of you O-gauge high railers have bridge height signs on your bridges if you have roads going under them? If you pay attention, they're very, very important for the truckers. So if a bridge says 12'6", well, guess what? A truck's not going to fit under there. Not a tractor trailer anyway, because a tractor trailer actually needs 13'6" is what the measurement of the tractor trailer is. So it actually needs to be an inch more than that. Generally like 13'7" and higher is where I would be comfortable at going under a bridge. But if it says 13 feet, I'm not going that way. So I do have a bridge, and I do have a bridge height sign on it. Only because as a person who drives trucks around, whether it's, to make a delivery or to verify a repair, that's what I do. So there are other signs besides bridge height signs that are very important. For those who drive school buses and what they call hazmat holders or CDL holders who have hazmat endorsements, have to stop at railroad crossings. It's mandatory. It's a state law. So you put your four-ways on, you come up to the railroad tracks, you look both ways, and then you can go ahead and go on your merry little way. Don't get caught crossing over without stopping if you're driving a school bus or a truck that has hazmat placards that are displayed on it. It won't go well for you. However, there is one rule where you can cross over railroad tracks without stopping if you drive a bus, school bus, or a truck with hazmat material. And that's if that railroad crossing says exempt on it. So exempt railroad crossings are something that you don't see a lot unless you're going into an industrial type of area or a very rural area, and it's a spur line that's barely used. So that was my subject because I got interested in doing something that other O-gauge high rail layouts haven't done. So I actually had custom-made exempt railroad signs made for my facility that I call Farmingdale Junction. Now, Farmingdale Junction on Conahey Rail is basically a grain facility, and it has switching tracks. So you got the cars that are empty, and then you got cars that are loaded, and then another line to put the loaded cars and swap them out. However, sometimes the train needs to get across the road to the other side, sometimes, to grab other cars. There's certain FR regulations as to what you can constitute as an exempt crossing, but I won't get into all that here because I know people are bored to death when I even mention FRA. It's like, really? It's like, it's a model train. Well, some people like to model and do operations. I know that's an HO term, sorry, but there are O-gauge people who love to do operations based on what they really see out there. And I'm one of them. So I decided to write the article on exempt crossings. And if you want to read more about that and what they are, please pick up your issue of O-Gauge Railroading. Now, I'm not going to read that story here because I actually want you to buy the magazine. That's what this is for, promotional. So, on page 68, there's a article that they call the Rail Tales Exempt Crossing at Farmingdale Junction. I explain all that. It's a very, very short article. There's more pictures than there is reading, which is right up my alley because I like looking at pictures more than I like reading. But this was something that I wrote. It was a very short story. It was something that interested me. Hopefully it interests you too. And if you like it, leave me a comment and maybe I'll do some more articles for Alan. But one day I may write up something and take photos of Conahey Rail, because I built Conahey Rail in a way that I can run in circles or I can do switching operations and actually make deliveries. So I've done both. I got the best of both worlds. So I got Farmingdale Junction, which is basically a grain facility where I can swap out grain cars. That's the biggest facility I have. Then I have Crystal Ice, where I pick up ice and I make those deliveries. And then I have, I go to Cross Warehouse. I got box cars there, and I can actually pick up basically whatever, any kind of merchandise is what that place is for. And then I have a granary, which I got the hopper cars for that. And one of my newest additions was the Menards American Materials, and I have cylinder hoppers staged there where I pick up plastic pellets for the places that make plastic bottles, such as Snapple. So yeah, I like being interactive with my O-Gauge layout as well. But if it gets to a point in time where I'm done switching and I just want to lay back and relax and watch trains run, I can do that too. Either way. So, please support O-Gauge Railroading. I hope you enjoy my short, small little article and rail tales about exempt railroad crossings from a perspective of somebody who works on and drives trucks for a living. And thanks again for watching another Dak Band Productions video. Goodbye.